Okay, students, parents, let's all grab a seat. We're going to get started. Okay, good evening, everybody. Students, parents, we're going to get started. Good evening, everyone. Okay, thank you, everybody. Good evening. My name is Ryan St. John, and I am the house principal for Hiawatha and Mohawk Houses. It is my absolute honor to welcome our families, students, and staff to the 2026 Farnsworth Middle School Moving Up Day ceremony. Tonight, we celebrate our 8th graders, the FMS class of 2026, and the future Guilderland High School class of 2030. Before we go anywhere tonight, though, I think it's super important for students to recognize all of the support around us and to recognize the special people that are sitting in the stands with us, the families who are seated all around you, the people who love you unconditionally and who will continually walk alongside you, both in good times and during the difficult ones, the ones who pick you up and dust you off when you fall, and the ones who celebrate your successes like tonight with pride and likely a few tears. So students, can we please rise up? And we're going to give a round of applause to all the parents and caregivers that are seated all around us, okay? Stand up. Thank you, parents and caregivers. You provide the foundation for our students' sense of self, their capacity for compassion and confidence, their resilience and courage, and ultimately the young adults they will become. We cannot do this work without your partnership, so thank you. I would like to take a moment to thank some other special people that make this ceremony possible. Our FMS clerical staff for their organization and attention to detail, particularly Mrs. Cheryl Malo and Mrs. Kelly Cordy. Our GCSD high school facilities crew for their help with the gymnasium setup tonight. Thank you, crew. Mr. Andy Maycock and the GHS tech crew for our video and live stream tonight. Thank you. Mrs. Barbara Webb and Amanda Poulin for providing interpretation services for our deaf and hard of hearing community members. Thank you. To Mrs. Nancy Castellini and Mrs. Alexis St. Clair, FMS music teachers, for leading our 8th grade chorus and our lobby orchestra this evening. Thank you. Mr. Robert Winans, Instructional Administrator for Music, for his support with our audio enhancements this evening. Thank you, Bob. To our FMS Student Council advisors, Chelsea Rader and Colleen Gilbert, our PTA, our FMS staff, and parents who contributed to the 8th grade field day this afternoon. It was a great time had by all, and thank you for the adults for coordinating that event. A special thank you to Mary Grace Judge, our 8th grade advisor, for all of your sustained, collaborative, and detail-oriented efforts throughout the school year. A special thank you to the numerous families who donated extra money toward our Six Flags field trip. Your sponsorship allowed every student who wanted to attend the ability to attend. Thank you. Thank you to our district office leadership team and our Board of Education for their continued vision and support. And finally, and certainly not least, thank you to our 8th grade teachers and staff. You are the guides, the coaches, the support networks, and the inspirational figures who lead our young people on a daily basis. You encourage our students to become the best versions of themselves, both in and out of the classroom. Thank you. I would like to now introduce some special guests, as well as our company up on the stage. Tonight, joining us from the Board of Education, we have Ms. Meredith Barrier, Ms. Tara Malloy-Grokey, and Ms. Kelly Pearson. Thank you. On the stage behind me, Superintendent Daniel Mayberry, Principal Michael Laster, Kelly Willits, FMS House Principal for Seneca and Tawasenta. At this time, I'd like to invite Madhav Nair, 8th grade student and FMS Student Council President, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Hi everyone, we're gonna do with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you, Madhav. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Michael Laster, our FMS Building Principal, to share a few thoughts with our 8th grade class.
Thank you, Mr. St. John, and thank you everybody for being here this evening with us to share this special occasion. Good evening, students, families, teachers, and staff. Tonight is definitely a night of celebration, reflection, but it's also a time to look ahead. Tonight, we gather to honor the future class of 2030, our 8th graders, as they close this chapter on middle school and stand on their next adventure, high school. As your principal, I could not be prouder of what you've accomplished, but more importantly, the incredible individuals that you've become. First, I'd like to extend my deepest gratitude to our K-8 teachers and staff. Your commitment to our students' successes is unparalleled. You haven't just imparted knowledge, you've instilled values that will serve as their North Star for the rest of their lives. You've cultivated a culture of tolerance, creativity, and innovation, building a foundation for future successes. That's the special part about Guilderland. Along with our students, our middle school staff are the heart of FMS. They're committed to the mission of creating an exciting, inclusive, and challenging learning environment. Our staff members embrace the unique truth. Teaching at the middle level is a calling. It's not for everybody. Middle school students are ever changing. They're complex. They're always curious. Not to mention the puberty piece. I'm honored to work with educators who don't just tolerate those challenges, but they embrace them. They love middle school kids, and they're masterful at forming trustful, lasting relationships with them, evidenced by the multiple seniors who came back to our building in the last few days to see their former middle school teachers. Our students have definitely flourished under their care. Please join me in applauding their efforts. To our 8th grade students, congratulations. You made it, so far. You've navigated years filled with hard work, chaotic group projects, endless Google Docs and Google Classroom assignments, science labs, math problems that felt like unsolvable puzzles, and essays that pushed your limits. But look closely at those challenges you've had in middle school, because along the way, you didn't just pass the classes. You discovered who you were, one day at a time. Middle school is so much more than just a bridge between childhood and young adulthood. It's the time when you start asking big questions. You start to form your own convictions. You start to realize the kind of person that you want to be, but more importantly, the person that you don't want to be. It's a place where you've tried, you've sometimes failed, but you found the strength to get back up. That resilience, that perseverance, that quiet, unbreakable strength, those are the tools that you're taking with you into high school and life. You've built friendships so far that may very well last a lifetime. You've sat in classrooms with teachers who believed in you, even on the days that you didn't believe in yourself. You've grown not just in what you know, but in how you treat others, how you lead, and how you stand up for what matters to you. Ahead of you lies high school. It's a time of great discovery. You're going to find new passions, face new challenges, and make decisions that will shape your futures life after high school. And yes, it's absolutely, completely normal for this to be a little intimidating right now. But remember this truth, my friends. You're more ready than you know. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone in high school. Join a new club. Try out for that sport. Audition for that part. Speak up in the classroom. Volunteer for your community. High school isn't about having all the answers. It's about being brave enough to ask the questions. As you turn this page, I urge you to carry the lessons of Farnsworth Middle School with you. Remember the simple kindness that helped someone through a dark day. Remember the moments where you wanted to quit, but you chose to press on. And remember the village that has helped you get to this point. Your parents, your teachers, your counselors, and your friends. To the parents and families and guests here today, thank you. You've cheered, encouraged, wiped away some tears, and supported your children every step of the way. This milestone tonight belongs to you too. Students, we're incredibly proud of you tonight. We cannot wait to watch your stories unfold. Congratulations, 8th graders, our now rising high schoolers, the future graduating class of 2030. The journey continues, and it's only just beginning for you. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your lives these past 3 years. I'm excited to see the incredible things you'll achieve in high school and beyond. Most importantly, though, have a great summer.
Thank you, Mr. Lasser. Each year, students from FMS houses nominate a peer to share their reflections and memories from their time at FMS. This year, we have 4 student speakers, 1 from each house. This year's student speaker representing Hiawatha House is Vinay Kondretti. Vinay, come on up.
Welcome, parents, teachers, and class of 2030. If you had told sixth grade me that one day I would be standing right here trying to give a graduation speech, I probably would have said, wait, is it graded? Or just, yeah, no thanks. Because back then, life felt a lot simpler. Our biggest problems were things like forgetting the homework, figuring out who to sit with at lunch, or realizing we had a test that we did not study for. And somehow, we all thought we were the funniest people ever just for saying skibbity toilet or W-Riz. But somewhere between then and now, things changed. Not all at once. It wasn't like one random Monday, we all walked in as sixth graders and suddenly became eighth graders. It happened slowly. It happened in group projects where one person did all the work. It happened in tests we stressed too much about. And it happened when things didn't go exactly how we planned. But we figured it out anyway. And yeah, we did learn a lot in class, but let's be honest. We're not going to remember every vocab word or every important date in history. But what we will remember are the moments. When you made eye contact with your best friend in class and you both started cracking up. The plays in Miss McPherson's room. All the homework passes you never won. The vending machine incident. Or seeing your math teacher get pied in the face. And to everybody who didn't understand a word I just said, just know they were good times. Technoblade lived by the idea that it's not time wasted if you had fun. And I believe middle school didn't just shape our memories. It shaped who we are. And that's what I really want to talk about. Most speeches talk about setting goals or following dreams. But honestly, when I look back on middle school, that's not what I remember most. Honestly, I remember how much people changed. Some people lost friends. Others found themselves. Some felt alone in rooms packed with people, and some walked into that school every day smiling while dealing with things nobody could see. And the weird thing is, most of us never even noticed. We passed each other in the hallways hundreds of times without realizing how much someone was struggling, growing, or just trying to make it through the week. And I think that's what growing up really is. Not becoming perfect or having everything about life figured out, but just learning how to handle what life throws at us. And as we move on to high school, I would like to thank everyone who got us here. Our teachers, friends, and parents for their support and guidance. And if you take away one thing from the speech, listen to what I'm about to say. Over the past year, I've made some of my most meaningful friendships, and they happened with people I never would have expected. And somehow, those ended up being the ones that I'll remember most. Because the people we'll remember most probably won't be the loudest or the most popular. They'll be the ones who changed us without even realizing it. And as the poet Oscar Wilde once said, "We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking to the stars." Class of 2030, never stop looking up. Go make your story worth telling. Thank you and congratulations.
Great job, Vinay. Next up, our student speaker from Tawasenta House, Lincoln Bishop.
Class of 2030, congratulations. Middle school has been a crazy experience. It's almost like a puzzle. And we spend a lot of time trying to force pieces into places where they don't belong. But I see we finally learned something important. We don't need to fit into a picture that we don't want to be in. We're here to create our own. For me, it was mask. the drama club our school provides here at FMS, where I wasn't judged for doing what I love. It was in that place I found pieces to my puzzle. I would like to take a moment to share with you all a quote that is from The Little Prince. It goes, "It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What's essential is invisible to the eye." This quote stuck with me because after reading it in class this year, my perspective shifted. I'm going to say this once, and I hope you choose to listen. If somebody judges you because of how you carry yourself, then they don't see who you are. I would like to believe that everybody has beauty to share with the world. Whatever it may be, whatever you love, don't let someone else's words take that away from you. And if you ever find yourself being judged, remember that whoever it may be, they don't see how much you matter to the world. Along the way, I didn't just find pieces of who I am. I found people who helped me understand how they fit together. These are my friends, and they are a vital piece of my puzzle. They are the ones who, when one of my puzzle pieces seemed out of shape or bent, they just let it be. They understood that perfect isn't always right. There's often a forgotten piece of my puzzle that I would like to take a moment to appreciate. To all the teachers that guided us and encouraged us, you guys didn't just teach us how to solve problems. Yes, we did learn, but after everything we achieved as students, you never let us quit on ourselves. And for that, we thank you. So quickly, before I wrap up my speech, 8th graders, let's give our awesome teachers a round of applause. So, that's what we learned. This whole time, we overlooked everything. It wasn't about finding the right corner of someone else's puzzle. It was about discovering that when we are creative, supportive, and unapologetically ourselves, we can build a masterpiece that is entirely our own. And I encourage you, all of you, to keep building your puzzle. Find corners that you never knew fit into your life, and when you do, I can bet those tiny pieces that matter to you will create the most meaningful picture. And the most beautiful part, it's going to be entirely your own. Some of our pieces didn't make sense back in 6th grade. Some still don't. But that doesn't mean they don't belong. As we move on to high school and through the rest of our lives, each and every one of us gets to decide what our picture becomes. And maybe that's what matters most. When we look back one day, we won't just see a picture. We'll see every moment that makes us who we are. Class of 2030, thank you and congratulations.
Great job, Lincoln. Thank you. Now from our Seneca House, our speaker is Marav Nair.
Hello and good evening, everyone. Students, I want you to think back to your first day at FMS. We were 10 and 11 years old and trying to fit into the school. Back then in 6th grade, our biggest concerns were the occasional homework assignment and figuring out where our classes were. But somewhere along the way, things got more challenging. Classes got a lot harder and more was expected of us. And a lot of obstacles were thrown in a way that we never saw coming. And some of them came from school, like Mr. Dusser assigning us 30 pages of blue books and answering questions. But some of them were outside of school. Maybe it was a problem with a friend. Maybe it was balancing sports, tests, clubs, and activities. But my point is, every single person in this room has experienced obstacles over the years. And these obstacles have taught us many lessons, like adapting when things don't go your way, to persevere, to work harder. And these lessons shaped us into who we are today. And it wasn't just the hardships that shaped us either. It was also the moments of the year. The sled race in which the teachers almost lost against the students, fighting for a pack of cookies, and so many more moments that have brought us together. And within all these moments, whether good or bad, were many opportunities. These could have been the big opportunities, like joining a sport, or a club, getting a new job somewhere, or taking a huge risk. Or these could have been the smaller opportunities, like making new friends, trying out a new thing, or talking to a new person. These opportunities, along with our families, our teachers, and everyone who supported us along the way, have shaped us into who we are today. And give a round of applause to all of the people who support us today. And look at us now. We're 8th graders going to 9th grade. In a few months, we're going to be at the high school. And things are going to be a lot different from what they are. First off, we're going to be the youngest students in the building instead of the oldest. Moreover, the building is going to be bigger, the classes are going to be harder, and the workload is going to be heavier. High school is also going to contain tons of new opportunities, like new sports, clubs, and new people. And I also know that high school is going to present tons of challenges that we'll have to overcome. But if there's anything that 3 years at FMS taught me, it's that some of our greatest growth comes from our greatest challenges. Sure, there's going to be lots of obstacles, but we can get through them with perseverance and resilience, and we have gotten through them. There will be tons of fun moments at GHS too, like field trips, concerts, sports, and clubs. And the vast majority of people view these challenges and hardships as a negative thing because we struggle the most during that time. But I see challenges as opportunities so that we can grow and better ourselves into the people we are today. So, to all the 8th graders, congratulations for moving up. Thank you.
Thank you, Marav. Nice job. And our final speaker from the Mohawk House is Tessa Wadsworth.
Good evening, everyone. Before we begin, I'd like to give you all a question to think about. Looking back on your decisions over the past 3 years at FMS, how do you imagine people feel about you? There are probably a lot of answers. For some of you, maybe it's I feel like I made a good impression. For others, it might be I didn't exactly make the best impact. A few of you might even say, who cares? But I feel like it's a very important thing to reflect on before we move to high school, and I've thought about it a lot. So for me, I'd say the impression I've made is somewhere right in the middle. I've lost a lot in the span of 3 years: friends, confidence, and perseverance. At the end of 7th grade, I lost trust in someone who was very close to me. At the time, I thought it ruined my life. But there were people who helped me through that pain and helped me build back my ability to trust. So I didn't just lose things in middle school, I also gained a lot. I gained self-respect and integrity, but most of all, I gained the ability to know that when I've made a mistake, I shouldn't dwell on it. I should learn from it and move forward. And this ability to change is not mine alone. All of us have changed so much since the start of middle school. We've cultivated new interests and hobbies, grown critical personality traits, and made major shifts in the way we go about living our everyday life. This is all normal, and honestly a great thing, even when it feels isolating. It should be no surprise to any of us that we'll change even more over the next 4 years. But there will always be someone who's going to let you be the real you. And with that change comes independence and opportunities. We as children are prone to fearing change, but what if instead of fearing it, we own it? Sure, it may be nerve-wracking to open ourselves up to judgment, but the weight on our backs would be so much lighter to carry, even if it's a bigger jump than we expected. Because middle school was hard. Sometimes our inexperience and overconfidence convinced us that the mistakes we were making weren't mistakes in the first place. So we could bring those difficult experiences, that immaturity with us to high school, but that's like a snake keeping an old layer of skin. None of us want our entire personality based on who we were in the past. So who do you want to be? When I asked myself this question, it came down to this. Do I choose to be myself? Weird and geeky and intensely educated on niche subjects like snakes, Greek mythology, old Nintendo games in space? Or do I take up tennis, start hiking the Adirondack trails every weekend? Or do I need new friends, a new mindset, new priorities? The point is, no matter what I decide or how I change in the future, I hope to never lose sight of who I am. My friend, who I'd like to give an applause to, Vivi Newing, helped me figure this out. She's been a part of my life for longer than I can remember. She's seen me in so many states, whether that was my highest or my lowest, and she's never judged my actions unless it was to help me. Her kindness taught me a lot of things, but one thing in particular: there will always be someone who's going to let you be the real you. You may look back at high school one day, just like we're looking back at middle school now, and think, I could have done so much more than just trying to fit in. I could have explored who I was. I could have figured out what I wanted from my life. Whatever choice you make, I'm asking you to claim it. The White Stripes tell us that we don't notice any time pass, we don't notice anything. But we should look back at the time that is past in middle school and the people we are now that it's over. As we go to high school, don't let fear of change make you believe that you have to step forward alone. Believe that we can step forward together. Congratulations, class of 2030.
Thank you, Tessa. How about another round of applause for our student speakers? Great job, students. FMS and the Guilderland Central School District community has a long tradition of support of our music programs. To celebrate this tradition, our 8th grade chorus, led by Mrs. Nancy Castellini, will now take the stage to sing a few songs for us. 8th grade chorus members, please come up to the stage.
Stop standing up. Stop yelling. Chill.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Nancy, thank you again. How about another round of applause for our 8th grade chorus? At this time, I would like to invite our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Daniel Mayberry, to share a few remarks with the class.
Evening, folks. I am Dan Mayberry, the proud superintendent of the Guilderland Central School District. Welcome to Farnsworth Middle School's moving up ceremony of the class of 2030. I'd like to welcome parents, families, friends, faculty, staff, administrators, members of our Board of Education, and of course, our 8th graders, the class of 2030. We're here tonight to celebrate and congratulate the class of 2030 on achieving the important milestone of completing middle school. While it may seem like you just arrived, 3 years have passed, and during that time at FMS, you've learned a great deal. Your learning has extended far beyond your core academics of math, social studies, English, science, and include health, music, art, physical education, technology, and so much more. Having spent nearly 15 years working with middle school students has given me a unique perspective on this stage of life. One of the most rewarding aspects of middle school is witnessing the tremendous growth that occurs between the day students arrive from elementary school and the day they leave for high school. You have successfully navigated a larger and more complex building, school environment with more teachers, more courses, greater academic expectations, and new opportunities through clubs and athletics. Middle school is both exciting and challenging, and each of you has risen to meet those challenges. During your time at FMS, you have overcome obstacles, made mistakes, learned to work with others, celebrated successes, and developed resilience. Along the way, you've become stronger, wiser, and more confident. You have also likely discovered more about yourself and the person you want to become. If you have already found your passion, that's wonderful. If not, high school will provide even more opportunities to discover it. You will have access to a wider variety of courses, clubs, activities, and athletic programs that can help you explore your interests and develop your talents. Whether you found your passion or you're still searching for it, I challenge each of you to try something new. Step outside your comfort zone because that is where some of the greatest life learning and growth takes place. As you look ahead to high school this fall, you may be feeling anxious, uncertain, nervous, excited, confident, or perhaps all of these emotions at once. Those feelings are completely normal. Every person who has stood where you are today has experienced many of those same emotions while looking forward to the opportunities and the possibilities of what's ahead. Remember, you're not perfect, and no one expects you to be. Instead, strive for progress. Work each day to improve yourself, to become a better friend, classmate, teammate, and person. Support one another because you are stronger together than you are alone. Most importantly, know that you are ready for what comes next. You have the courage to try something new, be kind to others, and believe in yourself. You have the skills, the talents, and the abilities to be successful in whatever path you choose. Each and every one of you has something valuable to contribute. Next year, show Guilderland High School what the class of 2030 can accomplish. Congratulations, class of 2030.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayberry. At this time, I would like to recognize some of the academic accomplishments of the class of 2026. These accomplishments are also noted in the program next to the students' names. So, 169 students were inducted into the National Junior Honor Society. 170 students were awarded the President's Award for Academic Excellence. 155 students received the Board of Education Award for Outstanding Achievement in Learning. 18 students received the Board of Education Award for Notable Improvement in Learning. And 6 students received the Sandra G. Morley Physical Education Leadership Award. A round of applause for those students. Each year, we have 3 special 8th grade awards for which students are nominated by their teachers. Could these award recipients please rise for a round of applause when your name is read? Our first award is the New York State Comptroller Achievement Award. This award highlights FMS students who have shown academic excellence and the potential for leadership through involvement in activities that improve the community. This year's New York State Comptroller's Achievement Award recipients are Patrick McMahon, Lucy Mosher, Sasha Jamula, and Aditri Arya. Congratulations, students. Our second award is the New York State Attorney General CCC Award. This award showcases FMS students who have shown character, courage, and commitment during their middle school years. Nominations reflect a student that has shown perseverance, as well as making time to support and encourage others. The New York State Attorney General Award for Character, Courage, and Commitment has been awarded to the 4 students that I will call up. First, Giovanna Marchese. Vivi Nguyen. Aiden Williams. Oriana Pinto Lopez. And one more student, Alisa Sikander. Finally, our third award for students is our Knights of Pythias Award. This award is given to a student who has shown significant dedication toward extracurricular activities and/or community endeavors. The Albany Lodge number 540 Knights of Pythias Award for community service and extracurricular school service is awarded to Alan Moss. At this time, I would like to bring back Mr. Laster, building principal for FMS, to address our 8th graders.
All right, it's that time. You ready? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the future graduating class of 2030 of the Guilderland Central School District, recognized by the houses that shaped their journey this year at Farnsworth Middle School. Let's start with our 8th graders from Mohawk. Please stand and let's celebrate you. How about our 8th graders from Hiawatha House? Please stand and be recognized. All right, Seneca, enjoy your moment. It's silence right here. Congratulations. And last but not least, my house, Tawaseta! Students, a quick reminder, if you have not picked up the special gift that we have outside at the tables, please make sure you do that on the way out. On behalf of everyone at Farnsworth Middle School, we'd like to once again thank the staff, the parents, and family members who've poured so much love and care and effort into our students so far. Keep it up in high school. Have a good night.